First black female DA is getting ready to make history once again. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Rodriguez.
I'm Paula Eben. It's in just a few weeks. Rachael Rollins will become the first black U.S. attorney for Massachusetts. And today she spoke with WBZ's John Keller for a wide-ranging exit interview. John?
Well, Paula, Rachael Rollins will face a whole new set of issues when she moves to her new job sometime next month. But today, her focus was still on crime in Suffolk County. She touted the progress made, but was candid about lingering challenges.
Boston is an outlier in the nation. We should be very, very proud.
For Rachael Rollins, the city's sharp downturn in violent crime is a badge of honor. But in a lengthy exit interview, she warned of serious problems stemming from pandemic hardship and disruption.
All of those pressures sort of coming together at this moment is a recipe at times for disaster for crime. But we have sadly seen an uptick in some of our domestic violence.
In the wake of a U.S. attorney confirmation process,
soft on crime,
where she was depicted as soft on crimes like larceny, Rollins made it clear there's zero tolerance for the type of smash and grab mobs that have hit businesses across the nation.
This is nothing that would ever be considered on what I have been labeled regarding my list of 15 nonviolent. They aren't even in the same stratosphere. So you will be prosecuted if you engage in this type of behavior.
But she also claimed benefits from her push to release people convicted in cases that were tainted by police misconduct.
Because that allows people to believe in the system and say, you know what, if they can admit they did that wrong, and we all know they did, maybe now I'm going to tell you about a murder that I witnessed.
it's all about control.
Will the spate of local orders requiring proof of vaccination to enter public spaces result in unruliness, as has happened elsewhere? The DA has some questions.
Who enforces that? Number one, would it be the police, or is it a civil infraction? And when does it become criminal? I'd be interested in seeing what's going to happen there.
And while Rollins says she's not at odds with the U.S. Marshals over their refusal to provide personal security in her new job, it remains a concern.
I wish I didn't need security. But sadly, I've received, threats that I didn't ask for that are incredibly blatant about their racist tones, quite frankly, sexist tones, and then violence.
And she really came under some harsh criticism during the confirmation process. Did you get a sense from her how that affected her?
We didn't discuss it directly, Paula. Rachael Rollins is a pretty tough customer, but it was interesting. She twice, unprompted during our conversation, brought up her controversial promise to waive criminal charges for a variety of nonviolent crimes. And she made a point I hadn't heard before, that in 25% of the cases that emerged within those categories, charges were brought because of mitigating details of the offense. So it's hard to say if she's trying to manage expectations on how she'll operate as U.S. attorney, or just rebutting some of the claims that were made about her record during those hearings.
She certainly heard them. All right, John Keller, thanks so much. Anna Paul